Alright, we are recording.
Hello, friends. How are you this fine evening?
Chill the fuck
You
down,
met a
Hannibal
shark for
Lecter.
Radu? Okay.
Oh,
He's a shark for Radu.
Alright, so,
so,
Natalie.
hello.
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 You wanted to do a thing?
I Natalie did want to do a thing, yes. Yes. Where is Chaney right now?
Currently, Chaney would be probably... Well, truth be told, she probably left the room.
Hmm. Good. That'll make things easier. In that case then, Nat will make some excuse. And after that, we'll head out of the room to go find the Chaney.
Alright, you leave the room to find the Chaney. Where do you go first?
Uh. Hmm. Well, Nat's thinking she's in one of three places. Well, in one of four places actually, unless Ching actually said where it was she had gone.
Nope.
I can't actually remember what happened after last session. Whether or not
She
like
didn't
Ching
act-
just kind of fucking
She would have just left.
left or what. All right. Okay. In that case, then, that curses the fact that her phone hasn't been charged yet, and decides to head on out to look for her because wait, didn't Chaney basically say she would? Oh no, wait, no, again, she didn't fucking say where it was she was going. God damn it! Yeah, it's fucking Chaney. She'll up to the roof.
Alright. You go up to the roof, and it's a really nice view. Roll perception.
Oh fuck! I'm not in the shit.
Aha! Bug of sunshine!
I thought this would just be straight RP, but no.
There's always rolls, and Jesus.
Jesus. I should know this by now.
Hey,
I
Zeus.
should know this. Hey, Zeus.
Hey,
What you
Zeus,
doing?
how you doing? Same hat, same hat.
Yeah. Critically hitting. Load the perception for me, please.
Oh, damn.
Hey. I'ma find you.
Now, you're chilling on the roof, and you're looking across the way, and there's an eagle sitting on the other roof across from you, and it's just chilling, and you're thinking, nice. But more importantly, as you are sitting there, you do notice a flash below, down at the bottom of, looks like someone's going inside, and you're able to make out with your fantastic perception that color, and you remember the clothes that Chaney was given. Kind of slightly floral print, a little cooler colors.
Yeah. Not remembered a thing. Holy shit.
And you see going inside, and then you're like, okay, so where does that go? So either she's going toward the stairs, or she's going towards the dining area, which you don't think is serving anything right now, so it'd just be tables.
So towards... What was it again, sorry? Towards the dining area, which doesn't have tables.
It doesn't have any food set up right now.
Yeah. Or...
The stairs.
Yeah. Stairs sounds like a good shout. Now we'll head back down the stairs.
Alright, you head down the stairs, and you do not encounter a Chaney.
That goes to the nearest landing and sees where the lift is heading.
You check, and it says it's going to floor 3, which is not what you guys are on.
Now we'll head to the foodie place.
You head to the dining area, and it's dark. Mainly because there's really no one in here, the lights are off, so all you see is ahead of you the familiar figure that is Chaney, just sitting at a table. And she's got one hand propping up her chin, the other one's playing with a free lock of hair as she seems to be just absently peering out to the side. Kinda looks like Aubrey this way.
Does a bit. How to approach the Chaney. That will close the door behind her, and we'll make her way on over.
Alright. You do so, and Chaney looks over. Kind of purses her lips, and she's like, "Oh, hi.
Hey.
Didn't expect any visitors."
Well, figured a catch-up was overdue.
She scoots her chair over.
Finds a chair. Plonks it near. There we go. So, we split off. How did things go on your end?
Talk about feeling underappreciated. I'm
That
doing...
raises an eyebrow.
Well, like, I'm working with Henderson. I think it's going pretty well. And so we get Danny to his parents' place. His parents aren't there. Figures. Bring Anita. I figure out what her name is, and I don't even get recognition for it. No, oh, good job, Shady. No, just okay. So I have to go out and forge an ID. She looks around to make sure no one heard that. So that I can get money that is transferred from Arthur so we can get out of here. Because we don't know when you guys are showing up.
Fair enough.
And we're trying to figure out what to do with this abundance of children. And I'm trying to make the mood light, because obviously we just went through some crap back in the hedge. So, I'm trying, and it's not working. And I come back with an ID to get the money to get him out of here. And he doesn't even appreciate me. He's just like, oh, basically get lost, Chaney. It's like, okay, well, fuck you too.
Did anything happen with him while you were out?
I don't know. I just come back, and he's being a huge dick.
Oh, what was he saying anything?
Well, like, he gave me a lot of attitude. A lot.
Chaney, attitude is your middle name. I'm sure you can handle attitude from Henderson of all
But
people.
Henderson isn't one to give attitude, Nat.
Okay.
Me,
So-
attitude is my middle name, and so people understand when I give attitude, it isn't meant like anything. It's just me being me. But he doesn't do it, so when he does it, it means something.
Mm-hmm.
It's the biggest middle finger possible. After all I did. Like, Kay, if you didn't want to watch over the kids, you could have told me.
It doesn't sound like something must have happened. Like, and it won't be your fault. And I didn't think he was the type, but it sounds like he was lashing out. Like, you know, when people are vulnerable and people who care about them, or at the very least interested in their well-being, try to help them with it, and they just go no, and they push them away.
Yeah.
It sounds like that. I mean, Henderson. He's not really assertive about all that much. So for him to be like this. Oh, did he? I genuinely can't remember. Actually, I will roll the memory
For what?
to see if Nat can remember.
Oh, I meant Henderson gave Chaney a super blunt synopsis of what happened,
Oh, okay.
Oh, did he? I couldn't remember.
which was why she was like, "Do you need a hug?" And he was
That's
like,
it.
"Fuck you."
Yeah.
Uh,
And she's like, okay, something might have happened.
Nat raises an eyebrow again.
Stuff involving his wife and you know how that went. How she's
Nat
been.
raises both eyebrows. Julia's resurfaced?
Apparently, according to him.
Holy shit. Yeah, no wonder he was shook up. That'll about do it. God, what happened?
I think something about her going to see Hawthorne. He really
Nat
didn't
stares
give
in
me
horror.
the details. All I know is that Arthur was on it, and that's the last we knew.
Hmm.
Or, I guess, he might have gotten it, and Jason might be taking care of it, but super no offense to Jason. But she kind of dips her head forward. You know.
Nat just waits for her to finish.
You know. So I get why he was in the back. Okay, fine, I get it. But I tried to offer kindness and sympathy for a guy who needed it, and he pushes me away and says, "Not from you." She shakes her head.
It sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's not like I've been working my butt off and, giving my 110% for this group for as long as you've been here.
You have.
It's not like I'm taking over where it was left off with little to no concept of where I'm supposed to take it from here. I'm trying.
No one's saying that you aren't.
It sure feels like it.
Nat scoots chair a little closer. Well, then, let me be the first to say that you have done far better than most would be doing right now in the same circumstances. I mean, to process what happened and to still be moving forward despite it, I mean, that takes a real strength, and we appreciate that because it's helped pull us forward too. So if no one else has said it, I will. Thank you. Sincerely.
You give it a kind of small, forced half smile. I'm trying, that's for sure. God knows I'd love to just curl up and be done. Then no one's gonna drag your guys' asses through the hedge.
Yeah, I think everyone would like to curl up and be done at this point. But we gotta keep going, right? Because if not fucking us, then who else is gonna do it?
I know. It's just, how am I supposed to live up to those shoes? You know? I'm a great wingman. Nah, I am fantastic second in command. But you put me at first, and I can't do what she did. She was always so on top of everything, and always knew the next step and what needed to be done, and what sacrifices needed to be made. And I'm floundering. I am actually, literally floundering. I am a fish out of water trying to breathe because this whole thing is just a mess. I don't even know if I made the right call going in the hedge after him.
Nat moves closer and puts a hand on her shoulder. First things first, you made the right call. We had to go after him. We just did it. It couldn't be ignored. Second thing, you're doing a lot better than you think you are. Like, so much better. And that brings me to the third thing. You're doing it not by trying to be her, but by leading us in your own way, which I think would actually, and is actually, the best course forward. If you're trying to fill someone else's shoes, don't. Make your own shoes. Walk your own path, I guess. And it's what you've been doing, and it's worked out pretty well, actually. I mean, it's not your fault that what's happened with the gargoyles, or I guess hobgoblins now, has happened. But you dealt with it. You saw the situation and you assessed it and you said, okay, what does need to be done here? So we moved. The town had to be scouted out. We had to know the extent of the damage if there was any. You made the right call, Chaney. You're a lot better of a leader than you think you are. And also, third thing, fourth. Fourth? Yeah, fourth. I was going to make some quip earlier about the attitude and about how you've broken attitude laws and about how you're under arrest, but I have completely forgotten the context, so I'll shut up now.
sadly. I just don't... I want to do right. Because it's too late to give up on this thing. If we've gone too far, just to let them go.
You are doing right.
But... Chaney kind of looks around. And now there's this whole new big dog on the scene. And it's Helling's wife.
Yeah.
Fuck me! Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Just my luck. Let me just choke on a cucumber. Why? Why? Ugh. And it's... How am I supposed to lead? Well, she's calling the shots. I can't just be like, oh, well... I am... like 2 feet shorter than you, but I'm gonna tell you what to do. It's not how that works. She outranks me in every right of the word. At least on Helling's, I had home turf advantage. I could tell him what to do, and he'd have to listen, because I was technically above him. But here, she's DMH. That outranks everything. And she wants to bring more? Like, you guys have to realize what that means for Carlsville, right? I can't be the only one that thinks this is a horrible idea. That we are literally getting ourselves stuck in a pretzel knot. And that once that happens, there's no way of getting out.
What does it mean for Carlsville? I mean, she's gonna be bringing in people, okay. But look at it this way. She knows about you. Hell, we don't actually know what she knows. All we know is that she knows a lot about us. She also knows that you're a mage. And despite being DMH, and despite being Helling's wife, you would think that one of the first things she'd do would be to, I guess, try to oust you. But she hasn't. I don't know. If she wanted to cause harm or anything like that, I think she'd have done it by now. She's not like Helling's in the sense that, oh, you do a bad thing, I'm gonna cut off limbs. She's a more methodical animal. Also fucking practical as all hell. As I found out firsthand, Jesus.
But she won't understand the situation. You know,
Depends on how much of the situation she already knows.
And the new people? Are they supposed to know everything offhand too? Because what they're gonna do is bring the corporation to the town.
The corporation?
Guardians!
Oh, you mean the wider group.
The whole thing, the different approach, the man! Like, we've always run things a certain way in order to help the people where we know them, and they're just as much family as actual family.
Yeah.
It's not, you're my colleague, I'm gonna just work with you and then go home. No, because we're actually invested, we actually care what happens to the people. And it's just if we had more people that understood that and actually helped and weren't Hellings or anything like him, where he can only see the corporation and the big picture of what will it look like on a resume, what will it do, what will other people think of it. I don't care! I don't care what other people will think of it. You do what you think is right. Aubrey didn't do what she did because she cared about what other people thought of her. She did it to save the town.
I know.
And he didn't understand that. He never would have understood that, and I don't think they're gonna understand anything of any of the sacrifice she made, any of the sacrifice that Roderick or Jeridiah or Sarah or Mary or any of them ever made.
Nat just sighs, keeps hand on shoulder. Good point. Maybe she will. Maybe she won't. But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't try to make her see. If anything, it's all the more imperative that we make her see, so that before she does anything else, she understands the sacrifice. She understands what's happened. She understands how particular and unique our situation is. Because you said so yourself, basically. We're not like other divisions. We're more connected with the people that we oversee. We're more with a smaller field of operations comes more intimacy with the setting. If we could make her see, if we could make her understand.
How? Because she's too smart for me just to convince. I can't just talk to her, unlike most people. What do we show her to convince her that this place is worth getting to know? I mean, sure, it's a tourist attraction, but I don't think the coffee's gonna do it.
If anything, I think you've been the best example. Look at it this way. She knows that you're a mage. She's well aware of the fact. She doesn't care.
She's probably gonna care when she figures out what happened to Hellings.
Unless she already knows. Because, I mean, she did say that somebody has been reporting to her from Carlsville. I mean, they've been keeping her up to date on things that we didn't tell her. That we haven't really told anybody. I mean, like you said, no one that I know of said anything because of how particular the situations in Carlsville are, but somebody still told her.
Had to be Hellings. No one else would have.
Seems the most likely. So if it is Hellings...
Crap.
Yeah. No one's doubting that, but if it is Hellings, which it likely is, why wouldn't he leave out what happened to him? If anything, because it's his wife who's in DMH? The fucking dead man's hand? Like the General, we outrank all of your podcasts' fucking bigwigs. His wife is in there. Why would he not try to take advantage of that and tell her, oh yes, they've been bullying me, Aisha. They almost killed me. Blah, 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 blah. Like it doesn't make sense for him not to.
So why hasn't she acted on it? It makes no sense. If she knows, she should have said something. She should have done something.
That's my point. She hasn't. Or at the very least, if she's going to, she hasn't made her move yet.
So she's scheming! That's no better, Nat!
Maybe she is. Maybe she's aware of the situation. And I mean, if it is Hellings, we don't know what she said back. We don't know if upon hearing the situation, what I'm suggesting is we need to find out what she knows, so that if she does make a move, we're ready for it. She doesn't. The thing with the lift really tipped me off to how she works. She doesn't move unless she has to, or unless she has a point to prove. I mean, and even then, she doesn't do it by brute force. She does it by example.
She's everything Hellings isn't.
Exactly. So, I mean, feel free to blow my ass the fuck up if I'm wrong, but I'm willing to bet on the likelihood that if she does know about what happened to Hellings, she isn't going to do anything about it. Or at the very least, if she does something about it, it's discreet. It's not in a way that costs us. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if, upon hearing the whole situation, she makes the move by full-on ousting good old Matthew from his post and putting someone else there, which isn't the most ideal thing in the world, but...
So then she replaces everyone except me. Roll a perception, Nat. You see Chaney's eyes kind of widen a little bit. Trained observer. Forgot.
Yep. Hi. Wait.
Hi. Yeah, get fucked.
Fuck.
Get fucked. You see Chaney's eyes kind of widen and she sits up. Wait.
What?
Well, wait a second. Think about it. If we are assuming that she's working the way you're saying she wants to work, slow, methodical, calculated, and then think about if we're applying that to what she said so far and what you're thinking she might do. And call me a conspiracy theorist, I don't care. She brings in someone for the Ace of Spades, which I don't want. And then, in theory, she replaces Hellings. You see where I'm going here?
I see. Eventually, you're the only remaining quote-unquote original Ace left, and then eventually...
Even after she's gone, she has control.
Oh, I thought you were going down the road of eventually she would replace you too, but that makes a lot more sense.
She could probably do that too.
But she hasn't.
If
she was going to, she would have.
No, because we're not at Carlsville yet.
Why would she make you wait till Carlsville to replace you?
You said it yourself, she's calculating. She'd want to, I don't know, see it firsthand? What better way to get a tour than someone who lives there?
True, but she could do that with any of us.
None of you have been here nearly as long as I have. And
True.
The only people who remain... Carly's in the hospital. Arthur would never work with her. That leaves me. Now, it's just a crazy theory. Call it out. I don't care. But if we're going with what you're thinking here, the whole slow thing, and how it feels like she's being way too nice, Natalie, and you know it to be true. You know that we both think that, because in all honesty, no one's that nice. No one's that forgiving, unless they want something.
All the more reason why we should give her a poke. To see what she knows. That way we can better determine what position she's in. And we can do some plannings of our own to ensure I don't know. I just part of me agrees with you, in all honesty. Part of me really does agree with you that we need to be so fucking careful with her, because but on the other hand, like, you lead with a much more measured hand than somebody like Hellings does. And Hellings doesn't really respect, or at least doesn't seem to respect, even your authority at the best of times. So what if there was someone in your corner, as it were?
I don't think Aisha's in my corner. I really don't. And maybe we can try to convince her to be, and I'd be okay with that. But as is currently, with us going back tomorrow to Carlsville, I'm scared, Nat. I am scared with what she's going to do. Because I don't know. I don't know if she's gonna bring in, like, 20 plus guys. I don't know if she's just gonna replace me. I don't know if she's going to do something horrible or something kind. I have no idea what she wants. But all I know is that probably almost all of it is going to be against everything that Aubrey has worked for.
what she said, she has said one thing so far. She is calling in somebody to be a new Ace of Spades.
Chaney frowns angrily.
I mean, at least I think it was. I mean,
That's what she said,
didn't
yeah.
she say it? Yeah. So, if they're Ace of Spades, that doesn't mean they're in charge.
It means they're taking up a spot they shouldn't be.
It means they're taking up a spot.
She thinks that she can just bring in an Ace of Spades of a division they're not even familiar with? The Ace of Spades is the ace of intelligence, the one who knows the area, and you think you can just bring some willy-nilly from anywhere who can take that job as well as Aubrey did? They won't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're going to deal with.
I guess it helps then that, for lack of a better term, Aisha's done her homework. Again, the question is, how much of it?
We don't know. We don't know until they get
No, we
here.
don't. Or we talk to her.
Stop her from bringing someone in.
She seems focused on that, so I'd say by all means we could try, but she'd likely pull some logical argument about how the position needs to be filled or something like that. I meant more talk to her and see what she knows. I mean, if you don't, that's fine, because of how you feel about Aisha. But you would be the best person for the job because, I mean, you're you. Like, you can get a good suss on most people if you give them enough time. But, I mean, if you don't want to, I'd be happy to talk to her.
I can talk to her first. I think there's some bad air between us to start with that needs to get cleared up, or at least touched on.
Okay. If anything, that's a good idea, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this now, Nat, and she leans in.
Mhm.
Because if anything goes wrong, I need you to be aware.
Of?
I know she won't like me or my leadership. For a fact, and here's why. The way we've run things in Carlsville isn't like the outside Cardians. In fact, it could, some say, be against the rules. And she knows that. Or at least it was made very clear to her last night. Or earlier this night.
Mm.
It's like I'm gonna change music quick. Music.
Mm. Well...
Wait, I'm changing music?
Oh, no worries.
Alright, here we go. And she, she's leaning into, from what she last said. Um, and she looks you in the eye when she says this. Earlier tonight, we talked about how people got brought into Guardians. How you guys did.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, yeah, we brought you here. Well, not you. You and Tom are the only exceptions, but... The others were brought here either because they were already dealing with the supernatural, or were in a good position just to get taken.
Yeah.
And that's against the rules. No one should ever be inducted into Guardians without their permission. And we didn't give you one. We didn't give you any. Because we needed a group. From what I understand in other divisions, there's always the question of, do you want to? And if no, then either you can leave or they pull the monkey's paw.
The monkey's paw?
Abel.
Oh.
He said no.
To be fair, I always more or less got that impression from you guys anyway.
There are cases of people just walking away.
Yeah.
But
Well, the reason why it wasn't really a valuable option for any of us is, well, the very particular ways in which each of our lives were played havoc with.
it had to be done in a way that motivate you to stay.
No, I know that, but going back for a lot of us wasn't really an option because of what happened. I know that was part of the plan to motivate us, but Aisha doesn't know that there was a plan. She doesn't know about any of that. All she knows is, oh, people had less choice, but the reason we had less choice is just largely due to the circumstances in which we encountered the various shit that happened to us, and then how we came into contact with you guys.
But how long until she doesn't know? Or does know? Because here's the thing. And I don't know if you caught it, but I did. When she had us in that small basement, I don't think that was there just to have us sitting there. That was to get as much information as possible. And I didn't think about it until later. Because of the doppelganger, right?
Nat slaps hand to her forehead. Fuck.
He was in there with us the whole time.
Oh my god, you're right.
And she was talking with him. So as far as
Oh my
I'm
God.
concerned, she got everything from us. She has
She got-
everything.
Oh god. Oh god. She has things that have literally put her life in danger now. If she's Chaney, Nat holds on to Chaney horrified. If he looked in my head and I mean, fuck you. You heard me in the basement of the house. You heard what Lyle threatened to reveal? I told him what would happen if he did.
people would
and
die.
he shut up because he knew.
So what, you
He
think
knew.
he could have purposely told her,
I don't.
to get her killed?
I don't know, but if he has, she's in danger. She's in basically just as much danger as I'm in now.
And you can't even say why you're in danger.
I can't. No,
But it's
I
in
wish I
Charlottesville.
could. It's.
Don't answer.
I can't say why I'm in danger.
So it's like the most... It's like a game of 20 questions, only every question is a gun.
Basically, yeah.
Jeez.
It's like
And you
yeah,
can't...
essentially.
You have no idea what can cause an answer that could endanger someone.
See, I have an idea, but I don't know if telling somebody it could trigger it.
Can you say how many people? No?
I don't know. I don't know the limits of what is happening, but what I do know is...
That is the most broad thing I've ever heard!
I fucking know, and it sucks, because I wish I could be so much more helpful and warn people, but I can't, because...
Warning people kills people.
Well, warning people means bad things happen. And even now, me telling you that,
I could be in
bad things
too.
could... Yeah. I am breaking so many fucking... I'm destroying a promise that I made, even maybe hinting things to you right now.
Well, I mean, if
It
I'm screwed
sucks.
anyway, you might as well just let me in on the 10 yards.
But you might not be. That's the caveat. I don't know how much exactly is enough. All I know is what I know, which is not the whole picture. It just isn't. Like I can make stabs in the dark at the whole picture from what I know, but
So
other
wait,
than that,
wait.
nothing else.
Let me get this straight. And you don't need to answer. So this is like some 7 days bullshit. Get the call on the phone, 7 days.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And is that... You can't answer.
I know. I fucking know.
That's so
But I
clever.
I
That
know.
is so clever. What the heck?
I know it's devious, but what I do know is what I know, concrete, is enough. Because I talked with Lyle about it privately. That was
Kyle.
why we went off into the room. That's the one. I don't know why I keep calling him Lyle. Regardless, I'm gonna do it anyway, despite his fucking ass. Call me Sneaky the asshole. Lyle, he basically said that what he got from my head was enough to affect him. And he didn't know if he was safe. Again, I don't know if he's told Aisha this.
We don't know what he told Aisha. If he told her everything, if he told her some bits and pieces. We don't know what she knows, and we need to figure out.
We do. Which is, again, why we should talk with her.
Just you and me?
Yeah. I feel like that way we have more of a consistency with an approach.
You mean Lemons?
Lemons can get in on it if he wants, but it'd look really weird to have more than 2 people, because it kind of makes sense to have like a big leader of that division and then
A representative.
a subordinate. Yeah, and then a subordinate separately come at her.
That's true.
But for a leader and two subordinates, that
gang
starts raising
mentality.
questions. Yeah, that starts raising questions.
Okay. I hate that she's clever.
I both hate and really like it. Because
not that far ahead.
She had a point about Abel, and she made it really fucking well in that lift, in that elevator.
Well, are we talking to her tonight? Tomorrow?
Talk with her tonight, because the sooner we move, the sooner we can workshop.
Chaney holds out her hand.
Nat takes it.
Handshake.
Yeah.
Am I talking to her first, or are we going in at the same time?
That part I don't know. We can go in together if you want, and then I can stay afterward to maybe do some extra bits. Maybe pull the whole, like, speaking for you card to help strengthen your case.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Well, she stands up. Let's get him.
Let's get him. Oh, before we do you have a phone charger?
Reach into her pocket. They were on my other clothes.
Oh.
Why, you need one?
Nat reaches into a pocket and pulls out her phone.
Chaney
Yeah.
takes it, holds it, and you see the little charging icon
What?
come on the screen.
What the fuck? Oh, right.
She winks. Just let me hang on to this for a little bit and it'll get done.
Thanks.
Yeah.
If there are messages, which there
I won't
probably will be, don't. Thank you. Also, if you get
messages I go through.
Fair enough. Also, you won't figure out my passcode.
You doubt my power.
You can charge stuff, but can you hack it?
I'm not telling.
Is the answer to that?
Secrets.
Is the answer to that question no?
I won't say. We'll put it at a solid maybe and a wink. And
It's good to see you again, Jay.
yeah, I haven't been me in a while. And she kind of gives a half smile. Time to start trying, I guess.
Time to continue trying, you mean?
I haven't been nearly fake enough when around you guys.
I know, right? How dare you actually reveal some actual parts of yourself?
It's a problem.
Whatever.
It's a problem, and you need to get takeout so I can get back into myself by poisoning it.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to declare you under arrest from the identity police for revealing too much of yourself.
Man, can't go back to prison now.
Well, tough, because they're waiting.
I serve my nickel.
Well, now you have to serve a dime, so have fun with that.
It's bullshit.
I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
Well, okay, I've gone to phone charging prison. Here I am. And she raises the phone. I'm working off community service.
I suppose we can let that slide in court.
Good, because I'm the judge and the jury. She starts walking forward. Come on, Nat, we have some ladies to convince.
Yeah, I guess we do. And Nat walks forward after her. Say, are there any? I don't read any, but are there any messages on there so far? Or is it not charged up enough?
I haven't turned it on yet, I'm just charging it.
Oh, okay. Also, if you get hedge dirt on it, or on you rather, I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna get hedge sick.
Well, you wouldn't be the first. She says more than a little bitterly.
Janie reaches up and pats your arm. She then proceeds to put her hand in your pocket.
Nat smiles and puts her hand in Janie's pocket.
And you two go towards the elevator, hands in pockets.
Hey,
That's what we're gonna call that.
the ultimate bond.
Thumbs up!
Hey,
Good feelies.
hey,
Good job. Good job,
them some good ass feelies.
Oh, hi, Izzy.
Hi, Izzy. Hello.
Oh, I need to stop recording.